What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Doesn't make sense. I don't really know. Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video, man. Before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. This should be week 34 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. That's right, number 34, like Shaq when he played for the Lakers, right? Okay, yeah, that was kind of corny, but honestly, when I think of 34, can't help but think of Shaquille O'Neal, right? Okay, now, like I said, in every one of these videos, man, I will be doing a video every week of my weekly sneaker rotation. Now, I started this series at the beginning of the year in 2023, and here we are, right? I plan to go the entire year, so we are getting there, right? Okay, and if you guys are feeling this, definitely smash the like button and I will try my very best to bring it back next year. So without further ado, man, let's just start right into this weekly sneaker rotation. This one, I'm gonna say off rip, was inspired by Jordan 1s, right? Okay, somebody in the comment section in the previous, not last weekly sneaker rotation, but the one before that one, someone said, and I'm not upset at all, by the way, but this was the inspiration is what I'm trying to get at for this weekly sneaker rotation. Is somebody's like, yo, you got all these ones behind you, but I never see you wear them. So this one is definitely inspired for Air Jordan 1s, right? Okay, so there's your hint right there. Also, I will have on-feed pics already posted in the sold out Discord. Shameless plug. That is pinned down in the comment section and it is free to sign up. If you like sneaker content, music, and just a lounge and all around just getting notifications somewhat early or whenever I find out or whenever the team finds out that's already part of the sold out Discord, that is where you want to be, man. And I actually probably get a chance to respond faster to you there and I actually will in the comment section, but I will respond to you in the comment section when I get a chance to. Without further ado, let's dive right into this week's weekly sneaker rotation. So y'all know I end things pretty much on a Friday and pick right back up on Saturday. So starting out on Saturday, right? Okay, pretty much, I don't know if you figured it out yet. It was the kid's birthday, right? Okay, so I wanted to wear some of my favorite shoes on my actual birthday. So on Saturday, the kid stepped out in none other than the Air Jordan 1 Travis Fragment Collab sneaker. Now, this is one of my favorite sneakers in my collection, and I will say this, I don't wear this shoe often or enough, but when I wear it, actually it doesn't always have to be a special occasion. I actually remember wearing these joints to the barbershop because I'm confident, because if I get a whole bunch of hair on it, I have no problem wiping my shoes off before I go, but I actually wore this one actually on my birthday. I just wanted something special, something that can stand out, and I know for a fact that when I wear this shoe, it's definitely an attention grabber, and I think that's what I was aiming for. Normally, that's not my goal. Now, I will say this, one of the people that actually saw me having these on feet, they pretty much exposed themselves for being a sneakerhead as well. And actually, they were from a different location than what I'm originally from too. So it was nice to just meet new people all around the world. So shout out to homie, you know who you are, because I think he actually subbed up to the channel. So if you're watching my content, this one right here, man, just appreciate the inspiration. Although I kind of already had this one, I guess appreciate the compliment is the word I'm looking for right here. So this was my Saturday shoe, man. Pretty much Travis Fragment, man. I will say this, Travis are borderline overrated in my opinion to me now, but I guess that's because I actually have them. Now, y'all know I had to come off the hip with the chips for these, but sometimes you have to do that in the sneaker game. You're not going to be able to get every shoe for retail. And this is coming from a guy who used to get majority of his shoes for retail until it just got crazy, and then it's got back to reality now, I believe. But I feel like at that point, now that it's got back to reality, I'm back to being extremely selective. But anyway, this was my Saturday shoe. Now we're gonna move right along on to Sunday. Sunday was my most like relaxed day of the week. I tried my very best to do absolutely nothing. So Sunday, relaxed day, just hanging around the house, and boom, right here, this is what I wore. The YEEZY foam runners. Now my joints have looked like, if they look like they've been through you know what and back, it's because they are. These are like my beater shoes, my grab and go shoes, as in like I'm running to the store, quick errand. Like I'm not really trying to be out long. I'm not trying to be, not that I'm not trying to be be seen, but it's like, okay, cool, I'm about to take out the trash. Cool, I'm about to go to the mailbox. Cool, I'm about to run to 7-Eleven and grab a roll-up or something like that, okay? No pun intended, but y'all know what I mean, man. Just a good example. So this is my Sunday shoe, and or if I'm traveling, this is a good travel shoe as well. So y'all know another thing to this would be the Yeezy slides, but I actually did not wear the Yeezy slides this week at all, surprisingly. So I actually went with the foams. In fact, this is the only pair of foams that I own. I believe these are called the Onyx colorway, but don't quote me on that because it would just be too simple for Yeezy and Adidas to call these like the black like foam runners. But anyway, this was my Sunday shoe, the Yeezy Foam Runner Onyx. Now, we're gonna move right on along to Monday. Let's get right back into the Jordan 1 game. That's your hint right there. So Monday, back to work as usual. Y'all know the kid worked a full-time job. So pretty much I stepped out in none other than the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found, right? Okay, now this one has been like one of those shoes. We've seen it restocked multiple times and it's still been a hard cop. Now, salutes to all the people that did catch these for retail. You know the kid had to pay a little bit extra for these. Nothing too crazy because I definitely paid way worse, but everybody go crazy over these because it's that Chicago theme. And I feel like this one is even better because of that cracked leather that we got on this, especially around the heel area and the toe area. This shoe just literally, I love it to death, man. Low key, and salutes to the people who do got these. And if you don't, it don't hurt to have these in the collection, but again, at the end of the day, buy what you like. So this was my Monday shoe. Pull this joint out. Should be some on feet images up in the sold out Discord, and I'll try my best to put them up on the screen as well. So this was my Monday shoe, right? Okay, now move right along on to Tuesday. Back to work for the kid. I mean, like literally, I work a full-time job, and sometimes I'm the guy that's like show up early. I'm always the guy that shows up early, and probably sometimes I work the latest, believe it or not, right? Okay, so anyway, Tuesday the kid stepped in and none other than the Air Jordan 1 Georgetown. Now, this is a shoe that I took a huge L on. I think it dropped in 2020 or 2021. In fact, let me just double check that. Don't quote me on that. I'm almost positive. It had to be 2020 because I remember I thought I was gonna get these joints for like the retail shorty, but I ended up having to pay a little extra. So these joints actually dropped in 2021, just like I figured. I think I said 2020, but anyway, this is one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Now, I did pay resale for these, but nothing too crazy, I feel like, because I definitely paid worse, but it was a shoe that I kept putting off. Like, I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna go on that resale market and grab these, but eventually, once I started like getting the collection right, I'm like, man, why not? So I definitely wanted to bring these into the collection. This got that 85 cut on these guys. Super duper comfortable because now that they're broken in, but when I first got them, they were a little stiff, but now that I've worn them a few times, they're definitely broken in. Sometimes you have to do that to your J's or any sneakers in general for that matter, right? Okay, so this was my Tuesday shoe, arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection, even though my color is red. Go figure, right? Okay, now we're gonna move right along on to Wednesday. Again, back at to work. I told y'all the kid don't get pretty much no days off. Like, I always try to have something. I try my very best to manage my time, right? Okay, that's what I try to do. Anyway, move right along on to Wednesday. Stepped out of none other, again, Air Jordan 1. I told you it's Air Jordan 1 week, the bread toe, right? Okay, now I did pick these up from Foot Locker back in the day. Whenever they was doing, this was before Flex App days, if you quote, if I think, right? And these joints dropped, let me double check the date on these, in 2017. So yeah, these was definitely before Flex App days when things were a little bit more easier to cop at Foot Locker. And to be honest, I remember I really wasn't really crazy about these, but at the same time, sometimes red just gets to me at the last second. So I signed up and I really didn't care if I was gonna hit, but I ended up hitting, and go figure, I actually wear this shoe more than I actually anticipated to wear them, right? Okay, so bread toes kind of remind me of the Air Jordan 1 breads, but you know, it's not black here. It's actually got that like cream white midsole. So overall, man, not a bad shoe. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. And I got it laced up too high. I actually probably should cut it down now that I wear my laces slightly different. Fun fact, when I was at work, one person gave me a compliment on how well my shoes are laced. Like, they said they actually pay people like $15 to lace their sneakers. And I'm like, really? I didn't do anything extra. I just literally put my, I guess the only thing that I may do differently with my Jordan 1s, because you know they don't come laced. So a little tip here, I either leave that the little shoe like toe stiffer in here, what's it called, like that shoe stock wood, that cardboard that comes in here. I usually leave it in there and I lace it just like that so I don't overlace it like too tight, because I don't want it like hugging my feet too tight. Or I'll just put my foot in the shoe and then lace it that way. I mean, pretty much it's not really that hard. It takes all of like maybe 5 to 10 minutes per shoe, depending on how well you're trying to get the laces straight. Sometimes I don't care, sometimes I do. But this was pretty much my Wednesday shoe. Now we're gonna move right along on to Thursday. Again, the kid is back at the work again, so pretty much I stepped out in a shoe that I don't wear enough, and arguably I think my coworker inspired me to grab this shoe. But pretty much on Thursday, the kid stepped out in the Air Jordan 1 Obsidian, right? Okay, now I do like the baby blue laces on one, and then I do like that dark navy or the Obsidian colorway. I believe that's what that is on this shoe. I just kind of like it that way. I've worn this shoe to the barbershop, but I did pay resale on these, but nothing too crazy. And I feel like at the time when I bought them, nobody was really checking for them anymore. And it's a shoe that, this was before the Air Jordan 1 just UNC. So this is kind of like, I think the closest thing we kind of had at the time that was like recent. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, recent. So don't do the fact check and be like, Jay, actually we had blah, blah. I know, you know what I mean. I'm talking about, we've had other Jordan 1 UNCs come out after this shoe, but this was kind of like the closest thing at the time. These joints, I believe, dropped, and let me double check the production date on these joints. These actually dropped in 2019, man. Y'all know I've been collecting for a long time, so y'all gotta bear with the kid, but wore this joint on Thursday, man, and to be honest, definitely another head grabber. And I don't think anybody said anything in particular, but I will say there is another guy in my building that wears just as many J's as I do, but he wears his shoes to the ground and then just gets a new pair. I probably do that, but I probably may just do it slightly different. But anyway, this was my Thursday shoe, the Air Jordan 1 Obsidian, right? Okay, so closing things out of the week is a shoe that I was really excited when these dropped, right? Okay, in fact, I think me and Dunks actually went live before this particular shoe because I was really geeked, and I think it was a name that kind of really sold us all, right? And I'm gonna speak for myself, it definitely sold the kid. So I was like, yo, this shoe I absolutely positively have to have, and it didn't take off or do the attention as much as we were giving it. It actually wasn't that much of a hard cop, and I think we've seen it restock more than one time. But anyway, on Friday, the kid stepped out in none other than the Air Jordan 1 Taxis, right? Okay, I still think this is a dope shoe, and I feel like in a few years, and I know I'm one of those people, right? In a few years, I feel like this shoe is gonna do numbers where we're gonna wish you would have went on and got this joint. I mean, it's black and yellow at the end of the day, but I think also what helps this shoe that really brings it out the most is arguably whenever you talk like the Air Jordan Taxis, you can't help but think of the Taxi 12s, right? Okay, at least that's where I'm coming from. And so when you see the name Taxi, that's where I'm like, okay, cool. Probably this is why people went crazy for these guys right here, man. And overall, again, not a bad shoe, but I guess like the other Taxis, while it did feature some yellow, it wasn't as like loud as this shoe. And maybe that's where it comes in, but Jordan Brand already knows what they have to do when it comes to this. Like they know when the Jordan 1s, because we have so many to choose from, they got to do something, I feel like, to make it stand out. And I think that's where they went with these guys, but I don't think they did a bad job. I'm actually low-key a major sucker for yellow. You guys know that as much as I love red, low-key, I could easily be like, man, you know what? I just want to rock yellow today, and I will, and I have no shame of it. Some people are not a yellow person. Some people are into pink. It just all depends on what you're into. That's why I always say, guys, it's really the color palette with Jordan Brand and just sneakers in general is like endless, right? Okay, but anyway, this was my Friday shoe to wrap things up, the Air Jordan 1 Taxis, man. So pretty much, salute to the person in the comment section on not the last video, but the video before that one with pretty much saying I don't wear my Air Jordan 1s. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You inspired me to make this type of video. Granted, I was gonna do a weekly sneaker rotation, but you actually made it. It was somewhat challenging picking my ones because I have so many, but I mean, at the end of the day, when I woke up in the morning, I knew that, hey, you got to pick a one today. You know what I'm saying? That was my goal. Pick a one, pick an Air Jordan 1, right? Okay, so that's pretty much wraps up this weekly sneaker rotation for week 34. What do you guys think, man? Y'all sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. And if y'all are inspired by doing these like particular like model type of videos, maybe next time I'll do like an all dunk like weekly sneaker rotation. You know, if you guys think that sounds good. But other than that, man, y'all sound in the comment section. Let me know what you wore throughout the week. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.
I figure out.